This included having full-time pandemic preparedness and response teams, which conducted detailed operational planning and routinely tested those plans through exercises and drills.
Who remembers Event 201? It was a fictional pandemic simulation put together by the World Economic Forum, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and Johns Hopkins Center for Health Security, theorizing about a fictional coronavirus pandemic in 2019. It looks like the same exact YouTube channel for Johns Hopkins, with the same exact woman reading the doom and gloom ending, put out a new fictional scenario, this time for a catastrophic contagion. We're gonna watch this short video. It's only 2 minutes and 44 seconds. Do a reaction video, and it should be a great live stream. The show starts now. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hopefully my setup works. I apologize for the temporary inconvenience. I'm traveling for the New Year's season and holidays, so God bless you. Merry Christmas. I wanted to weigh in today. I'm taking a slight break, but I had to do this. Johns Hopkins Center for Health Security, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and the World Economic Forum famously put on Event 201 in 2019. It was a fictional tabletop pandemic simulation, as they call it, and you can't even talk about it. I mean, I accurately pointed out, but they constantly fact check me on Facebook and Instagram and tell me, well, I'm responsible because you guys commented stuff, so who knows what's going to happen with this video. I don't really care, though. It's newsworthy, and I'm not going to let these liars censor me and stop me from breaking a story. I'm not saying I broke it, but you get what I'm saying. Anyway, I got 6 clips here, and we're going to watch them and just react to them. This is the new fictional catastrophic contagion highlight reel from Johns Hopkins Center for Health Security. Let's watch.
Officials in 2 Latin American countries alerted the WHO of several outbreaks of a new infectious disease that's mysteriously appearing across the region. Severe Epidemic Enterovirus Respiratory Syndrome 2025. Over the past 6 weeks alone, there have been 500 confirmed or suspected cases.
So it's like the same exact font, the same exact music as Event 201. You know, very, very similar. We'll keep watching. I don't want to talk too much between, but I will talk.
Reported. The virus could cause a severe pandemic if early containment and mitigation efforts are not successful.
The pandemic in this type of situation and trend would be a risk for the global health security.
Pandemics are inherently political, financial, and so much broader.
We have not spoken on the leadership in country. And I think that we need to be also very careful.
Tom Inglesby, I forget who that is. He's some sort of famous virologist or something. You guys are gonna have to look that up because Tom Inglesby was there. Looks like they had their budget cut or something for this one. But you know, the reason Event 201 was interesting, and this is interesting, I've gotten fact-checked and censored for talking about this numerous times, even when I do it accurately. A lot of people were suspicious because they did this in 2019, right? And there's this fictional coronavirus simulation coming from a pig, and, you know, it spreads throughout the world, and there's travel shutdowns, and all of these concepts that were completely foreign to reality, right? We had never had lockdowns and like major travel shutdowns like that. But this was all in the simulation of Event 201, which came out in 2019, around 6 months before the actual lockdowns. And you can't even talk about it. If you talk about it, they'll be like, well, you're saying this and you're saying that they do all these strongmans. I'm like, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that was a fictional simulation that came 6 months. And then a lot of the strategies to mitigate copied what they said in that. And here's the thing that they always misdiagnose what I'm saying, is they plan a response to a similar pandemic. And then if you say that they did that, they'll like, I literally have emails. I did a whole like fact checker documentary on this where they're like, you said anomaly that they planned a response. It's like, dummies, I'm not saying the exact same thing, but I'm saying, why do you think Johns Hopkins, Bill and Melinda Gates, World Economic Forum, Tom Inglesby, you have major people in government showing up to these simulations? Why do you think they do it? Do you think they just do it because they're bored of playing patty cakes and they're, you know? Do you think they do it because they were going to just play like, what's the game where you take the chairs away? I forget, you walk in a circle and you take the chairs away. They got bored playing that game, so they just decided to do contagion simulations. No, they do it because they're trying to be prepared when something comes around. And they even admit that at the end. They say, we would rather be prepared than be completely, blindsided by something. So they do it to have some sort of strategy when something similar happens. That's like a fact. That's why they do it. They're not just bored of playing World of Warcraft. Oh yeah, we decided, we'd play it. No, they're doing it to try to. But I say that, and I got an email. I don't want to get into it, but I got an email from the fact checkers, and they're like, "You said that they planned a response." It's like, what do you think they're doing there? Planning a response, or at least trying to have some sort of cohesive strategy. It's the same way an NFL quarterback studies film. It's not the same thing that's going to happen on the field, but he's trying to prepare himself. Anyway, I don't know. That might have just destroyed my whole Facebook and YouTube channel, but whatever. Let's keep watching.
Cannot decide a lot of things without the leaders be involved and agree on that.
There is no substitute for national leadership.
It's important to support the local response or the national response.
Training those that are in these areas first, enabling them with the tools, protecting them, and if needs be, regional solidarity first.
Yeah, protect us, please. Maybe if we're lucky, we could have more, school lockdowns. I mean, sarcasm is the best tool to get around sort of stuff, because then it's like, yeah, I can't possibly disagree with the experts. I think it's really awesome when you guys like shut down kids' schools and kids got fatter. I mean, thank you so much for helping us, random people. Oh, fact check, it's not actually. You get what I'm saying. It's a joke. Anyway.
At this stage, communication is key, and communication should include not just scientists with data, but also social, religious, and political leaders.
Trust. This is an essential issue, and trust was broken among countries, between populations and healthcare systems, between healthcare systems and governments.
I'm very sorry to say that in 2025, we need to strengthen the health system.
WHO needs to be a voice for the voiceless.
No one is safe.
Oh yeah, WHO needs to be a voice of the voiceless. Yes, lady. The guys like the trust has been broken. Why has the trust been broken? I don't know. Should we blame meme accounts on Twitter, or is there any accountability within your friends? No. Let's keep watching.
Until all of us are safe.
As of today, there have been an estimated 1 billion cases worldwide, with more than 20 million deaths, including nearly 15 million children. Countless millions are alive but left with paralysis or brain damage. The most successful countries are those which invested in preparedness and trained for this moment years in advance.
It's the same exact lady from Event 201. By the way, guys, this is untitled. You can go to my Twitter account at Legendary Energy, and I have it posted under the highlight reel. They posted this, the Johns Hopkins Center for Health Security posted it on their YouTube channel. That's the same place they posted Event 201, their collaboration with Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, World Economic Forum. They posted this one, but they posted it untitled, which means you can, or unlinked, which means you can watch it publicly if you have the link, but they're not showing it on their YouTube channel. Maybe they're afraid of comments or public backlash. I'm not really sure, because Event 201 blew up. And Facebook and YouTube had to censor everybody talking about it and be like, no, don't talk about it, even though it happened. It's like, okay, so that happened, but I can't even report on it. Even if I don't suggest anything, even if I just say it's a fictional simulation, right? It's fictional. But then I can't say that they're like planning a response to a coronavirus. That like crossed the line with the fact checkers. They emailed me and they said, well, some people in the comments were misled by it. Oh, so now I'm responsible for every comment? Can I go comment something on CNN's comment section? Can I go comment on their comment section and then blame them? Are we playing that game? Everybody has to take accountability for every comment because I said they planned a response to a pandemic? Oh, it's fiction. They're doing it to plan a response. Like, these fact checkers are such imbeciles. Before I play the last clip, my view of a fact checker is like that slobby, disgusting person from South Park. I don't know if you remember, but like maybe you guys don't watch South Park, but there was this guy who like couldn't even like he was playing so many video games and eating so many hot pockets that like he couldn't even like that's what I think of when I think of these fact checkers. Like they're stupid, disgusting, unimpressive, dishonest, but they have like more power than the House of Representatives in some ways. Obviously, they can't pass laws, but they're above the law. It's like when are fact checkers running for re-election? Who voted for these people? How come when I prove them that they're wrong, they blame me for the comments and take away my income? Like this is how scum they are. If you're watching, I know there's probably. I mean, at this point, I think Elon Musk made it clear that government is getting involved with social media, and if they're getting that involved with Twitter, Twitter's like the best of the worst. So who knows what they're doing with YouTube and Facebook? But in general, for the agents watching and the fact checkers watching, I just want you to know, you guys are liars and you're terrible at your job, and you have this like authority over. Oh, you can't even say they planned a response to a pandemic. Yeah, they're just running this because they got bored of the World Cup, so they decided to do a contagion simulation. No, they're trying to have a response prepared for something similar, so they're not left flat-footed. Is that fair to say? I mean, even in the most like politically correct sense, because that's literally what they're doing on their website. They're like, we do fictional simulations. They admit it. Like, this is a fictional simulation. It's not real. We're not planning viruses, but we are planning a response to something similar, so we're not left out of the blue. That's literally what they're doing. But I can't say it because some disgusting pizza bagel eating degenerate probably like, never mind. Let's watch the last clip before I get upset.
This included having full-time pandemic preparedness and response teams.
Well, I guess we're not gonna watch the last clip if it doesn't even work. I'm gonna try again real quick. Hold on.
This included having full-time pandemic preparedness and response teams, which conducted detailed operational planning and routinely tested those plans through exercises and drills. If more countries had participated and heeded the guidance, the toll might have been much less.
Yes, Event 201 lady, we must heed our guidance to you. Please heed our guidance. Do you want to shut down kids sports again so the kids get fatter? Yeah? You want to make kids fatter? We heed our guidance to you, bird lady. We heed you our guidance, World Health Organization. We know you were established shortly after World War II with the communist powers of the world because, you know, the communists won World War II. They don't teach that. And every movie's about the other side, obviously, because the communists won the war and they make the movies. But anyway, yeah, that's what we need. More who? And I'm not talking about the 70s ban, okay? I'm talking about the communist, I mean globalist, I mean philanthropic organization called the WHO. That's what we need. Why don't we just defund the police and bring in WHO police too? That would be cool. You know, instead of guns, we could just do gun control. We could just have vaccines. You know what I'm saying? Yes, WHO lady. That's what we need. It just came to me. I can't believe I've been so foolish. Why did I start believing in liberty and small government? I don't know what got into me. What we need is to replace the police with WHO officers who don't have guns because guns hurt people, and they have vaccines. And then when you commit a crime, they just vaccinate you, and you're like, ugh. And then you break out of it, and you just like you invent something or build a company. You know, we don't even need jails anymore. Let's replace jails with like playgrounds. You know what I'm saying? We'll just build playgrounds, and you know, we could have artificial kids, and you know, Elon Musk can plant Neuralink chips in our head. Yeah, that sounds good. No, anyway. Jokes aside, that's what it is. We'll see if I lose tens of thousands of dollars in my entire accounts because I just showed the clips of that. I don't know what the rules are because Facebook and fact checkers and YouTube, they also don't know what the rules are because they just make them up as they go along. They lie and censor, but I don't care. I'm not going to pass up on that story. That's what it is, folks. Let me know in the comment section. I'm not going to stay too long today because I'm traveling and I don't have all my equipment, but John Hopkins Center for Health Security posted an unlisted link of a new Event 201 style fictional simulation. This time, they're not calling it a pandemic simulation. They're calling it a catastrophic contagion simulation. And hopefully, one doesn't actually pop up, because that would suck. And after their coronavirus simulation of 2019, 6 months later, the coronavirus pandemic hit America, or at least they found it hitting America. I don't know if it hit before or whatever, but you get what I'm saying. You have to understand, on Facebook and YouTube, you have to just love World Health Organization and John Hopkins and Bill and Melinda Gates. I mean, that Bill Gates, when he's not hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein or doing backdoor vaccine, universal flu vaccine deals with Donald Trump, he's just a swell Microsoft guy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wanted to be Bill Gates back in the day, nerd turned billionaire, whatever. Cool stuff. Anyway, God bless you guys. Hope you have a Merry Christmas. If you're Muslim, I hope you have whatever holiday you are celebrating. I don't know. And if you're Jewish, have a very happy Hanukkah. Okay, you gotta get that in there, else you're just being disrespectful. God bless everybody, and that's what it is. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and just know that Facebook or Instagram fact checkers may blame me for what you write, but I mean, that's insane. I don't know why that even exists. And last night I've been taking a break, really trying to do some other stuff that I don't do, hang out with family, etc. Just keep it low for the holiday season. And last night I was up and I responded to Elon Musk, and he responded back. He asked like why the media doesn't cover border security stuff. Like there's all this like millions of people crossing the border, and most people have no idea, because unless you watch Fox News or Newsmax or some conservative outlet, CNN, I think most of the mainstream stuff, they don't like want to cover that. They're like, oh, it's all racist. Like, let's just have no borders and have millions of people come into our country, whatever. But Elon was like, why doesn't the media cover this? And I responded and I said, well, the people running the media hate America and Americans. And he said, why is that? Or how long has it been that way? He responded to me and I was like, well, which answer do you want me to give? Because I have a few answers. Do you want the one that gets me banned from your platform, or do you want the more politically correct, like safe one? But anyway, I responded, I said, I don't know. It seems like they hate us because they just sell like nonstop pharmacy pills, nonstop fast food, nonstop racial division, nonstop phony political agendas hidden behind activism, so you can't disagree with it. Why is that? Is it greed? Is it power? Is it money? Is it some sort of deep-seated cultural hatred that the people running the media have for us? Do they hate Americans for some reason? Like what? So I kind of left it open-ended. Like, why do they hate us so much? I don't know. I have a few thoughts about it, but so does everybody. So that's what it is. I'll probably do a few more reports in the next couple of weeks, but I'm traveling a little bit, and then I'll be back to work the entire month of January. Hope you have a good one, folks. And if I'm forgetting anything, you can let me know in the comments, but that's what it is. Unlisted link. You can find it on my Twitter. I'll probably post it on my Telegram chat too, t.me/dreamerchat. For those of you who are now signed up to my free email list, I'm going to send one out for Christmas, and it's not going to be an ad. I've sold enough ads, etc. I'm going to think of something thoughtful I'll post my links at the bottom, but I'll think of like an actual thoughtful Christmas message to everybody, and I'll send that out. So it won't be like a full-blown ad. I know I've been just like using it for hats and stuff because I don't really have that much to say or do besides what I do here. So stayintouchwithme.com. You could type it in or click somewhere on my page, stayintouchwithme.com, all one word, and sign up to my free email list. Thank you guys. God bless you. And I will be back very, very soon.